This is about falling in love with life again. 2026 is the year that we reclaim our mind, our bodies, our souls, our passions, our creativity, our sensuality, our confidence. Now, let me preface with this. The things that we're covering today, they're going to take time, they're going to take energy, they're going to take work from us, right? I'm not giving you an easy way out of anything. I'm giving you an efficient way of falling in love with your life again. Looking in the mirror and saying, I love what I see. I love who I am. I love the decisions that I'm making. I love what I'm doing. I love my space. I'm grateful for my life. That is what this is about. You can either wake up every day and continue to push yourself to be better, or you can wake up every day and continue to push yourself to live a life and keep a fake smile on your face for something that doesn't even really feel like you. We got to choose our battles. I'm going to walk you through 3 important aspects of getting back to you. Where to look for answers, the mindset shift, and changing your beliefs. Something that I see way too much, y'all, seriously, is looking for answers outside of self. Even looking for a spirit, an ancestor, a spirit guide, a guardian angel, a dream, or anything else, waiting for answers from these outside sources or these sources where we can't control when it happens, such as a dream, that is seeking an answer outside of yourself, and it is disempowering. It leaves us feeling like our answers are in the hands of something else, and this other entity is withholding answers or withholding the opening, the pathway, the moment, the shift from us, when the truth is, it is all inside. No one has more expertise about what you need in your life besides you. The biggest component of what I'm talking about today is self-trust, self-belief, digging deep into that inner wisdom to find the answers that you're looking for. When are we going to start trusting ourselves more than we trust these outside people and entities? Because guess what? Even the wisest of people, even the people on YouTube making all these YouTube videos about what to do and how to do it, including myself, are still in the works of finding it. There are different frameworks that we can create to move us through. There are different ideologies and different forms of research that we can do to help us find it, but we are forever evolving. And what I found back in 2020 for myself is vastly different from where I am today and what I found for myself and what I need and what I desire and my goals and my dreams today. So anyone that's found it and is sticking a fork in it, it's done, is not someone that you want to be following. Now the shift. So when we're talking about finding ourselves, when we're talking about getting back to us, what are we usually thinking about? Oh, I want to do this thing that I used to do. I want to do art again. I want to dance again. I want to be waking up at a certain time again. We talk about all of these things that we want to do, but how can we be talking about actions and things that we want to do when the internal space is off balance? We cannot continue to create. We cannot continue to do and to push from burnout. It's like pressing the gas pedal to drive, but there's no gas in the car. The car is off. The car has shut down. How can we continue to move forward from shutdown? So we're shifting from what do I need to do into what do I need? Sit with that question for a moment. What do I need? Now, what do I need to do? Now, where do I need to go? Now, what do I need to start? Now, what business do I want to do? Now, what do I want to create? No. What do I need? As I sit right now in this moment, I can think of a few things that I need. I need water. I'm quite dehydrated, I can tell. But what do you need? Do you need clarity? Do you need rest? Community? Do you need a day of absolutely nothing? What do you need? Write it down. Do you need to release? Do you need to cry? Do you need to laugh? Do you need to express? So for example, if you say, I need mental clarity, ask yourself, what have I done before? Or what could I try? Or what have I heard about that helps with mental clarity? Maybe it's going and sitting outside in the grass and just looking up at the sky and allowing yourself to be. Maybe it's going into your journal and writing out all of the mental clutter so that you can get it out of your mind onto paper in the physical and free yourself of certain thoughts. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to go to the gym. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to drink more water. Instead of saying, oh, I need to start this business. Oh, I need to get this thing going. Oh, I was supposed to call this person. Oh, I got to go to this meeting. I need to schedule this meeting. How are you doing all of these things and you haven't tended to your temple? You haven't tended to your spirit, your mind, your body. Baby, if you haven't done that, there is nothing else that needs to be done. There is nothing else that can be done. Not in your fullest potential anyway. So ask yourself, what do I need? And then from there, how can I fulfill this need in a way that doesn't feel like a chore? So for some people, meditating may feel like a chore. Sitting crisscross applesauce, closing your eyes and taking deep breaths, that may feel like a chore for some people. But the same result that you get from meditating, you can also get from going to the beach and sitting out and watching the ocean. Maybe that doesn't feel like a chore. Maybe that feels like the path of least resistance. What is the path of least resistance to get you into a space where you feel like you are receiving what you need? For example, for me, after I film this video, I'm definitely going to sit out on my balcony and take some deep breaths and drink some water and just chill. I could sit crisscross for applesauce right here and meditate, but that doesn't feel aligned to me right now, and that's okay. Spirituality is not about, oh, I gotta meditate the way that all the gurus meditate because that's what everyone says to do. No, spirituality is about finding what works for us because there are several tools that can lead us to the same result. The key to getting back to yourself is realizing that you don't have to put yourself in a box. Take yourself out of the box that you've been put in. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, there's not enough of this. Or I need to make sure I get more of that. Says who? Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to be you. Society wants boxes, but the spirit wants freedom. What does freedom mean to you? What does it mean to be free? What does it mean to be happy? What does it mean to enjoy life? Now, we are in a society where you can easily say, oh, I would enjoy life if I had more money. I would enjoy life if I lived in a nicer home. I would enjoy life if I had a nicer car. But do you see how the spirit actually does not care about any of that? The spirit wants to feel accepted, loved, supported, free. How can you give those things to yourself without spending a single dime? Now, the third thing, changing our beliefs. Our reality, our lives are shaped by our beliefs. If we wake up and the first thing that comes to our mind is, ugh, today is going to be such a drag, or there's just not enough time in the day. How do you know that you don't have enough time in your day and it's 6 a.m.? There's not enough time in the day at 6:30 a.m. tells me that that is a person that has a belief that is rooted within a structure that they have full capacity and full free will to shift. However, this structure from day to day to day keeps making you feel like you don't have enough time in your day. Therefore, the belief is, I don't have enough time in my day. And therefore, you automatically, subconsciously continue to fall into this structure that you probably didn't even build intentionally, and also that isn't working for you. Or what about the belief, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough love. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough support. I don't. All of this focus on what you don't have. Let me give y'all a quick universe lesson. The way that the universe works, it communicates through a language, and that language is called energy. If you wake up every day saying, I don't have enough of fill in the blank, then the universe sees that as lack. That is communicating lack to the universe. And the way that the universe works is it wants to prove us right all the time. So if we say we don't have enough of something, the universe is like, yep, you got it. Not enough. Another day of not enough. And if the universe sees you operating in this space of lack, you are surrounded by the energy, the beliefs, the thoughts, and even the habits and actions of lack. The universe looks at that and says, oh, she likes lack. She's surrounded by it. She's engulfed in it. Let's send her more. She loves it. Let's send her more of that. The universe is not looking at your lack and saying, oh, she's lacking. Let's send her abundance. There's too much lack over there. No. The universe says, oh, she's in lack. She's in lack every single day. That must be where she wants to be. Okay, we'll send her more lack and more and more and more reasons to feel lack and more reasons to feel like there's not enough and more and more. You see how we keep ourselves in our own cycle? Getting back to you is going to stay rooted in that question of, what do I need? If you feel like every day there's not enough time in your day, then you need to ask yourself, okay, What do I need? Is there something in my day that I can remove? Is there a way that I can help myself navigate my day more easily so that I have the energy to then, because it's really not about time, y'all. It's really not about time. How many times do we scroll on Instagram and next thing we know, 30 minutes has gone by, an hour has gone by, heck, even 2 hours has gone by. It's not about time. It's about capacity. Because when we get off of our 9 to 5s, we want to just chill, right? We're like, "Ooh, I need a break. I need a breath." Scrolling through Instagram is going to make you more tired, believe it or not. Your brain is not happy. But if you get off of work and you say, "Whoo, I am so tired. I am exhausted. How can I intentionally revive myself? How can I intentionally bring more life into my body, into my spirit, into my mind?" What does that look like? Maybe it doesn't look like going to the gym. Maybe that's a chore. Maybe that's something that you want to eventually get into, but right now, it's just not feasible because you're so daggone tired. So, okay, gym feels like a chore. Check. We're not going to do that. What else can I do? Well, I love to cook and I need to eat dinner anyway. Maybe I'll cook. Or no, that feels like a chore too. We're going to order in. How can I intentionally feed into my mind, body, and soul right now? Let's just go down the list. Let's just go down the list. And this is where the spiritual toolbox comes into play. And this is something that I talk about in spiritual coaching, which I do want to take a moment to invite you all into my group coaching program, the Soft Power Method. The Soft Power Method is my personally curated framework based off of my own experiences, my own story, and I've curated it with love for all to help us live a life where that question of what do I need is the foundation of every decision, every moment, every day. This is about being able to show up in our lives without any circumstances needing to change, but still feeling better, feeling good about ourselves, feeling good about what we're doing, feeling good about the decisions that we're making, and feeling good about how we're spending our time, how we're using our energy, and the people that we're surrounded by. We do this by looking at 4 pillars. Number 1, energy. Understanding how energy works, understanding how the universe works, and understanding the part that we play in that. Number 2, spirituality. Understanding how we work with energy, how we use energy, aka what I like to call our superpowers. Our superpower of being able to ground energy, align energy with intent, manifest energy into physical form. These are superpowers, and it's what makes us human. It's what makes us incredible. Number 3, shadow. This is where we take the time to look at where our beliefs and our experiences are trapping our energy, trapping our life force, and keeping us suffocated from what life really can be. That's where we free ourselves. And then number 4 is integration. This is how we actively, consciously, and efficiently bring these ideas, these concepts, and these understandings into our physical life. If you're seeing this before February 2nd, this is perfectly aligned because I am teaching a 4-week group coaching program starting on February 2nd. I want to hear your stories. I want to help you work through them. We're in a small group, no more of 10 people, and we're all able to share. We're all able to bounce ideas off of each other. This is about community. This is about connecting with ourselves and working through the 4 pillars that I just named and working through everything we're talking about in this video together. We're talking about the what now, but in the program, we really work through the how. All the information to sign up for that is down in the description box below, by the way. I hope to see y'all in there. So just a little recap. We've talked about the push. We talked about how any and everything is going to be a push. We just have to choose our battle. Do we want to continue to push through a life that we don't like, that we don't feel aligned to? Or do we want to do that initial push of showing up every day for ourselves in a way that feels aligned, that feels good, and that we can go to bed at the end of the day and say, you know what? I'm proud of the energy and the effort I put in today. We talked about stepping away from looking for answers outside of self and instead taking that inner journey to say, okay, I am the expert of my own life. So what do I need? Which takes us into that shift from what do I need to do to what do I need? And then once I identify that core need internally, then there are several different ways that I can tap in to fulfilling that core need. You can choose a way to fulfill your needs in a way that is soft, graceful, and aligned. And then we talked about those beliefs, how they shape our day, how they shape our life, and how we can shift from I don't have enough of this to what do I need to help me feel fulfilled, to help me feel structured? Do I need more structure? Do I need to loosen up on my structure? Where is my sweet spot and how can I find it? Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Universe. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Self. I am so grateful for all that is. I'm grateful for what I do have. I know that I am opening myself up for more. I welcome more. I invite more into my life. However, right here, right now, I feel good. I feel aligned. I feel happy. I feel fulfilled. I feel balanced. I feel clear. My paycheck went straight to bills, but thank you, Spirit, that I am able to maintain a roof over my head and food in my belly. Amen. Getting back to you is about identifying your core needs and then asking yourself, how can I show up for myself today in a way that feels aligned, in a way that feels like it is empowering me and revitalizing me versus feeling like, oh, I got to go to the gym. Oh, I need to meditate. If you feel like, oh, I need to fill in the blank, then this is not the time for you to do it. We've all felt like, you know what? I'm going to the gym today. That's how you know, okay, this feels good. And eventually you get into a space where you have the capacity to set goals for yourself that are a little more of a push. I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. That may not be feasible right now. Let's be honest. But maybe a little bit later on, it's like, okay, I feel like I have the capacity to accept this challenge. Do not accept challenges that you don't feel like you have the capacity to uphold, because then you just end up disappointing yourself and sending yourself into this space of, once again, I can't. Once again, I'm failing myself. Once again, it doesn't have to be that. Right now, your challenge is simply this: asking yourself every single day, maybe even multiple times throughout your day, what do I need right now? I love you. I see you. I'm here for you. I support you. And I hope that you found this video useful. I'll see you in the Soft Power Method.